Right now, at this very moment, you are about to witness one of the most explosive, most emotional, most jaw-dropping reunions in professional wrestling history. What started as chaos, what began as mystery, what unfolded as pure brutality has just become the moment that will define an entire era. The Shield isn't just back there here to burn this entire company to the ground, and nobody saw this coming. If you're a part of the SLAMZONE family, you already know we don't just cover wrestling, we live it. And today, I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, if you love this business the way I do, if you've been waiting for a moment like this your entire life, hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on those notifications because what we're about to break down together is going to shake you to your core. Comment below and tell me the exact moment you realized it was Dean Ambrose under that mask. Share this with every wrestling fan you know because this is history. Let's go back. Let's set the stage. Royal Rumble season. Tensions are high, egos are fragile, and Braun Breaker, the most dominant, most destructive force in WWE today, is standing tall. Week after week, he's been untouchable. The second-generation powerhouse has been running through the roster like a freight train with no brakes. Suplex after suplex, spear after spear, victory after victory. The man is a wrecking ball in human form, and he knows it. You can see it in his eyes. That arrogance. That swagger. He believes he's unstoppable. But then, the attack started. Out of nowhere, a masked figure begins targeting Braun Breaker. Not just attacks, calculated assaults. Brutal. Vicious. Personal. Week 1, Breaker is blindsided backstage. The cameras catch just a glimpse: black hoodie, black mask, tactical precision. Braun is left laid out, medical staff rushing to his side. Week 2, the masked man strikes again. This time in the parking lot, Breaker barely makes it to his car before he's ambushed with a steel chair. The sound of metal on flesh echoes through the concrete structure. Security arrives too late. The attacker vanishes into the shadows like smoke. The WWE universe is on fire. Social media explodes with theories. Who is this? What do they want? Why Braun Breaker? Some say it's a rival from his past. Others think it's someone he screwed over on his way to the top. The conspiracy theories run wild. Is it a returning legend? A disgruntled NXT star? An enemy from another promotion? Nobody knows. And that's what makes it so intoxicating. Braun Breaker, to his credit, doesn't back down. In interviews, he's defiant. He calls out the masked man. He says he's not afraid. He dares this coward to show his face. The bravado is there, but you can see it deep in his eyes. There's uncertainty. There's doubt. For the first time in his dominant run, Braun Breaker looks vulnerable. And vulnerability in this business? That's blood in the water. Royal Rumble night arrives. The biggest spectacle of the year. 30 superstars, one ring, one dream. The energy inside that arena is electric. You can feel it through the screen. 50,000 fans on their feet, millions watching around the world. The Rumble match is pure chaos: bodies flying over the top rope, eliminations coming fast, alliances forming and breaking in seconds. Veterans trying to hang on, young lions trying to make their mark. It's beautiful carnage. And then, number 23 hits. The countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The buzzer sounds. The lights flicker. And out walks a figure in all black. Same mask. Same hoodie. Same calculated, predatory walk. The crowd loses it. This is him. This is the man who's been hunting Braun Breaker. And now he's entering the Royal Rumble. The commentary team is frantic. Who is it? Who is under that mask? Speculation runs wild. The masked man slides into the ring and immediately locks eyes on Braun Breaker. Everything else disappears. There are 15 other competitors in that ring, but these two only see each other. It's like watching two predators circle in the wild. The crowd is chanting. The tension is suffocating. You can barely breathe watching this unfold. Breaker charges first. He's not waiting. He's had enough of the games, enough of the mystery. He wants answers and he wants blood. They collide in the center of the ring like a car crash. Fists flying. Neither man backing down. The other competitors scatter to the ropes, sensing this is personal, sensing this is dangerous. This isn't about the Rumble anymore. This is about revenge. This is about sending a message. The masked man is relentless. Every strike has meaning. Every move is calculated. He's not just fighting, he's punishing. Breaker fights back with everything he has. Power moves. Desperation. Raw strength. He lifts the masked man for a power slam. Boom drives him into the canvas. The ring shakes. But the masked man rolls through, bounces off the ropes, and comes back with a lariat that nearly decapitates Braun Breaker. The crowd is on their feet. This is insanity. They brawl to the ropes, teetering on the edge. Both men trying to eliminate each other. The masked man has Breaker up, trying to dump him over. Braun's holding on for dear life, one hand gripping the top rope. His feet are dangling over the floor. This could be it. But Breaker digs deep, uses his power, pulls himself back in and reverses with a massive backdrop that sends the masked man crashing backfirst onto the apron. The impact is sickening. The apron, as they say, is the hardest part of the ring. The masked man rolls to the outside but his feet haven't touched the floor. He's still legal. Still in the match. Breaker doesn't realize it. He's celebrating inside the ring, thinking he's eliminated his tormentor. The crowd is trying to tell him. You can hear the roar changing, the tone shifting. Bron finally turns around and sees the masked man pulling himself up on the apron, and the look on Breaker's face, it's pure shock. It's disbelief. This man will not stay down. What happens next is poetry and violence. The masked man springboards back into the ring with a flying clothesline. Breaker is down. The masked man starts motioning to the crowd, feeding off their energy. And then, in one fluid motion, he reaches up and grabs the edge of his mask. Time slows down. The entire arena holds its breath. 50,000 people collectively gasping. This is the moment. This is what we've been waiting for. He rips the mask off. And the place explodes. Dean Ambrose. The lunatic fringe has returned. The camera catches every single emotion on every single face in that building. Shock. Joy. Disbelief. Tears. Grown men jumping up and down like children. Signs shooting up into the air. The commentary table is screaming themselves hoarse. Dean Ambrose, the man who left WWE years ago, the man many thought would never come back, the unpredictable, unhinged, absolutely electric Dean Ambrose is standing in a WWE ring at the Royal Rumble. But this isn't just about a return. Look at his eyes. This is about family. This is about brotherhood. This is about the Shield. Before anyone can process what's happening, the lights cut to darkness. A single spotlight hits the entrance ramp. And then you hear it. That unmistakable sound. That iconic music. Sierra, Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins appear at the top of the ramp in full tactical gear. The crowd is absolutely deafening. This isn't real. This can't be real. The Shield, the most dominant faction in modern wrestling history, is reuniting right now at the Royal Rumble. Roman and Seth march down that ramp with purpose, with intensity, with that same brotherhood energy that made them legends in the first place. They hit the ring and it's chaos. Security tries to stop them. Officials are screaming. But nothing is stopping this reunion. Dean, Roman, and Seth stand shoulder to shoulder in the center of that ring, and you can see it in their faces. The years apart. The different paths. The pain. The growth. But also the bond. The unbreakable, undeniable bond of brothers. Braun Breaker is surrounded. 3 of the most dangerous men in wrestling history have him in their sights. He tries to fight. Credit to him, he tries. But this is the Shield. They invented dominance. Triple powerbomb. The trademark. The exclamation point. Breaker is destroyed in the middle of the ring. The Shield stands tall, fists raised together, and the imagery is absolutely iconic. Cameras flashing like lightning. The crowd giving them a standing ovation that shakes the foundation of the building. This is what wrestling is about. This moment right here. The emotion. The surprise. The sheer electricity of something truly special happening in real time. And you were here for it. You witnessed it. If you're watching this right now and you felt what I felt during this moment, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to SLAMZONE if you haven't already. We're building something special here, and I want you to be part of this family. Every week, we break down the moments that matter, the stories that move us, the wrestling that makes us feel alive. Drop a comment and tell me how you reacted when Dean ripped off that mask. I want to hear your story. The fallout from this is going to be nuclear. The Shield is back, and the entire landscape of WWE just shifted on its axis. What does this mean for Roman's current run? How does Seth factor into all of this with his own storylines? And Dean Wild, unpredictable, brilliant Dean Ambrose, what chaos is he about to unleash now that he's back home? Braun Breaker just learned the hardest lesson of his career. You can be strong. You can be dominant. You can be unstoppable. But when you mess with the Shield, when you draw the attention of brothers bonded by battle, you're not just facing one man. You're facing a legacy. You're facing a force that changed the game forever. This is what legends are made of. This Royal Rumble will be talked about for decades. The night Dean Ambrose returned. The night the Shield reunited. The night Braun Breaker's world came crashing down around him. And we got to witness every single second of it together. Thank you for being here. Thank you for riding this wave with me. SLAMZONE is your home for the most passionate, most real, most intense wrestling coverage on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this with everyone you know. Turn on those notifications because next week, we're diving even deeper into what this means for the future of WWE. The Shield is back, and professional wrestling will never be the same again. This is SLAMZONE, and I'll see you in the next one.